Live starts now on TBS.
It's Saturday. I am Excalibur, joined by Taz, Tony Schiavone, Ian Riccoboni, and his challenger MJF here ahead of their collision at Full Gear. The AEW World Trios Championship is on the line. Coming up right now, Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara take on
Entertainers. Team of the Spanish.
1 week
could open. Danielson.
Go, Chris Jericho.
Humiliated. Comes tired, but I'm sorry about that, bro. I mean,
lineage, the legacy of Ring of Honor. He's suddenly becoming one of the all-time great Ring of Honor champions.
Weight 232 pounds, Claudio.
On TV every single week.
Well, I would have helped you.
And accompanied by William Dragon Brian.
Hence, I was nervous, but here you see two men, two former Ring of Honor. Back to that time.
Here's the thing I'm thinking about at Full Gear. Champion. And wouldn't that be a story?
It most certainly would. We heard Chris Jericho plans in store. We will find out.
Yeah, it should be an amazing contest for sure. Come this set.
It's Claudio and Jericho.
$5,000 at DraftKings AEW Full Gear Pool. Download the DraftKings app. Use code.
Picking up where they left off in the ring, too. Yeah, Danielson going right after Guevara. Smart move. Yeah.
Yeah, it was over a decade ago, as I mentioned, but Bryan Danielson comes back to kitchen sink, turns Guevara inside out.
It's the man that went for the eye of Danielson was Guevara.
And look at this, Castagnoli raining down, or about to rain down, elbows on Guevara. Yes, he...
I know a lot of Ring of Honor fans are emotional as well. This just...
Before Full Gear, we will hear both from the champion, Jon Moxley, and their new music video.
Oh, cool term.
Nate, thank you. And maybe for the Romero special... Yes, he is. He has the arms,
on your knee joints, your shoulder joints, obviously, and it's locked in.
The actions against Wardlow, and I'll tell you what, a lot of Ring of Honor flavor. Great walks out of Full Gear. Will likely walk into final battle of the Ring of Honor World Champions.
Leapfrog, back flips over Claudio, and Claudio.
Bonnie, that's why he's the Spanish God, for God's sakes. Guevara.
Go to Target. I see the AEW exclusive figure, Sammy Guevara with that TN. Oh, I love it at Ringside Collectibles.
Yeah,
I've ordered yourself. I've ordered the whole crew.
One knee, and remember, Full Gear coming your way live this Saturday. Select movie theaters nationwide on Fight TV. Claudio Castagnoli taking it to the Jericho Appreciation Society.
Claudio is just so rangy, the monster holding him. Look how Danielson is being so deliberate coming in.
The win or not go as hard now to weaken someone specific.
I mean, I've had a few matches in my day, but I digress. The thing is, forget about your strategy going after the eye, buddy. How about that? Yes, no, it works. Why not? To feel out, see what's going on, injure someone, to Ian's point.
Special to Full Gear, get an inside look at some of the
Jericho, he loves Bridgeport.
The feeling is mutual, Chris.
The two teams have just trumps any strategy. Well, I mean, guys, and the JAS guys, I get it, but still, Saturday,
feeling the effects from last week. As
You're supposed to not have a dog in the fight here. What's going on?
Well, thanks to Jeff Jones for making sure I was taken care of there. It was a nice
first time somebody ever said that.
You're done, Ian.
He was a nice man. He took care of it where Jericho did not.
Sammy Guevara makes the tag. He is the legal man. Time and time again out of Jericho and Guevara.
Why do you do this in the middle of the
like that?
I feel like I'm being attacked here. I feel like I'm being jumped on by Ian. I don't have all the answers, my friend. Just ask me questions. I'll try.
The chop to the chest absorbed by Danielson. He turns things around on Guevara. Oh, to cap off Dynamite. And now Danielson charging into the corner. Wow.
Kicking in.
I think it is.
Oh, drop toe hold. And back into the side of the head of Bryan Danielson.
Dangerous game that we played. You got to put every single
warfare, your doomsday. Blake stare when I length ya. Build my kingdom until my reign is over. You ain't seen nothing.
AEW Dynamite back live. Bryan Danielson, we have seen Guevara and eye of Bryan Danielson, Ian.
And certainly has. Becoming what he despises. He's becoming one of the top Ring of Honor champions.
Critique Chris Jericho and give him career advice. It's not only the
Hall of Famer, but
he's done all this through systematic cheating. He represents what should be about. That's winning. What, you're cheating? A champion. No, winning. Winning. He's a winner.
Ripping the chest of Jericho, but Jericho, the reversal on the hammer throw into flying elbow strike.
Good quickness there. It's incredible all that Danielson is doing. Yeah, it's definitely awe-inspiring by Bryan Danielson. He's got to get that
the hard way.
Bring him in. Almost threw him out of the ring.
Yeah, uppercut and Big uppercuts in the corner, a series of shots.
Revenge and anger.
Lost the Ring of Honor World Championship via a
won the match. That's all I'm saying. Chris Jericho was the victor.
He certainly did, but we've kicking out.
Yeah, most men are not going to be able to kick out of that kind of option.
But Claudio lands on his feet, comes off the middle rope with the uppercut.
Tag match that was super close.
So here's a question on strategy, Taz.
The name again, because sadly it's every man for himself. The Ring of Honor.
Jericho looking for the walls on the mat.
Oh boy!
Yeah, come on, Claudio.
Sammy saw it coming.
And now turns the corner. The walls of Jericho.
The walls are locked in tight.
So close to tapping there with that.
Yeah, the power and long limbs of Claudio will help him here. Can he get to that button? He doesn't see. Did not see that.
Oh, yeah.
Boy. He hit hard.
Drop kick blast Jericho.
Explosive shot.
Too early. He could have avoided the drop kick, but he may not have inflicted it.
Now, Danielson, man, his chest is like a piece of raw. What a rivalry with these two men.
First thing he said to say,
trying to block that cross, Taz.
That's physicality. That's what Danielson's bringing. You can see it. It's coming.
Oh, what a great match to begin this.
He points it out on the impact. That's part of the key with your hip to bring that
back to the eye again.
And that knee strike coming in on the left side. But Danielson went between the legs, brings him down. Looking for, and Sammy Guevara now trapped center of the ring.
He might have to tap out.
He's made it.
Yeah, Sammy Guevara, as soon as he... Danielson keeping the pressure on.
Certainly is he.
Careful up here, though.
And it's got to be tough for both Dan. Go and look at this.
God,
Guevara.
See, how can you keep your balance up top?
A cutter off the ropes. Go the lion salt. Could this be it? The falling is hooked to it tonight, but as you mentioned, Taz, it'll be every minute. As Chris Jericho sends Danielson into the ropes and a wild swing and a miss. Two, and then
they did. I think both of them maybe had the same thing in mind.
To look for the corner. The tag's made to Claudio here.
Jericho with the bat. Aubrey Edwards doesn't see it.
No, Aubrey doesn't. Giant swinging bat.
4 rotation.
Bat or no, he is taken.
Bugging out right now.
And Jericho
through.
Bat over his
Look at this.
He's going to take it. Got him. Chris Jericho's number.
Bryan Danielson.
Into Saturday night.
Time and time again, we have Chris Jericho. Will that be the story this Friday or event at Full Gear? Jon Moxley, MJF for the AEW World Championship
of professional wrestling.
Jon Moxley is the best wrestler in the world.
Is a child.
One thing you can say about him, he's very
to earn it.
I'm gonna earn it.
Okay.
MJF really is
to win the championship.
Jon Moxley proved that he's.
What are you gonna do to me?
Ahead of that main event match, we will hear from both the champ of the AEW World Tag Team Champions, Anthony Bowens, will take on $1.5 in total prizes up for grabs in a free-to-play pool where you can answer more and more. You can sign up at DraftKings Sportsbook using promo code Dynamite and
MJF is a child.
A hell of a lot to me. I'm going to do whatever it takes.
The count. It's showtime.
Pull up the Full Gear because that is all I've been asking. That's all we want.
Where go when we step foot in the ring against each other for the first time? You want to use time. Back up out of here. Get off of me. Back up. It'll be the last.
New Jersey.
Acclaim getting warmed up for Full Gear with the y'all about to get burned like Jay Leno. We got him in the grave in Connecticut. Everybody loves the Acclaim.
Scissor me, Daddy! Well, this Saturday night live at Full Gear.
And that new music video.
We know something, man. Captain is saying there's gonna show no mercy when it comes to the ass boys.
Yeah, go.
Captain Insano, we were winning the statistics at Full Gear.
looking like Fetty Wap. We got your nose leaking out like an Eddie. Bird leg swerve, not tough in the street. Keep writing whack raps, Cleveland Jr. Diss out the sneaky swerve and Keith Lee. More in 2 years than your whole career. Wait, how you gonna unknown celebrities? Big facts, that's little energy claimed in the house, and we cancel your plans. You will never be the champ. Lee up in the dirt sheets. Fake stories talk about how it seemed I dangled you off the side of Empire State. Nobody's repping, oh, you're not popular. At Grand Slam, you were not.
Strickland will be on the line in the third match in this trilogy between.
I take a look at this, what is going to be a rubber match, and I think.
I mean, remember, Swerve Strickland responsible for that attack on the.
Knew this would happen, but Swerve's been his own man throughout all of this.
The referees out here trying to get order.
Caster out of here. One-on-one deal right here between Bowens and Strickland.
He suffered some third-degree burns underwent surgery.
And Anthony Bowens, Swerve Strickland going at it one-on-one here. Leapfrog over the top by Bowens. Grabs the side headlock. Has Swerve
in the face, and Bowens is on the hop here.
Oh, man, what an athlete. And with great things.
Yeah, collegiate, a tremendous baseball player in college was Bowens.
And he will dig deep into the gutter, if you will.
I like that. Keith Lee's partner likes that.
That was the counterpoint I was going to make, Taz. Keith Lee.
Find him and forget about that and just try to win a match on Saturday.
I agree with you.
Bowens came in. He was looking maybe for that O'Connor roll, but instead, kick, countered the right hand from Bowens, and then the drop kick to the face. It was a wrap introduced by Rap.
Well, yeah, when they just.
And now Swerve on the apron and the pump.
So do you get the point I'm making?
We always get the point you make, even when we don't.
Well, you could
over the barricade, and this contest continues in picture-in-picture. Live on TBS, the final stop before Full Gear. Swerve Strickland from the attack on the outside by Swerve Strickland.
How about the disrespect? He's got an overhook, a version of an overhook armbar.
Well, maybe because of the music.
Come on. Swerve was disrespected by the Acclaimed.
I'm just elaborating on a great point that you made earlier on.
And could be Swerve heading into Full Gear with an injury.
Anthony to get rocking here.
And comes back the elbow.
Running back, yeah, that running back up by a live crowd in the Bridgeport.
Yeah, and now right hands delivered by Bowens. Two of them finding it, driving that thick shoulder into Swerve, taking off his feet now. Bowens.
Fourth point to the elbow to the back of the head of Strickland. Through this.
And Bowens charging into the corner once again. Another the ring. Bowens with a chance here.
There's definitely an opportunity to get a cover or a pin. Nice great shot there of his eyes, the disappointment. And
the Swerve Glory challenging the Acclaimed this Saturday night. And YouTube internationally, but right now,
I can't.
Certainly is, and you still have a chance to join us this Saturday. Is Swerve.
Yeah, Anthony Bowens is in a lot of trouble, and Strickland knows it. And going
as Swerve the kick. No, Bowens able to kick out.
And tough look right there.
Bowens severely banged up, as we mentioned, being injury prone, being letting Max Caster down, and Bowens.
And he's going in for the kill again here.
The Swerve stomp, rubber, and no, Bowens able to kick out again. Perseverance by Bowens. But how much more? A few days time, and
good job by Strickland. Look at this.
He's better now. He's got him. And three.
And he is on. I scouted this guy a lot when he first came into AEW.
Shoulder still. What shape is he going to be in between Jade Cargill and Nyla Rose?
Girl, Nyla Rose can come in here and steal my belt, and no one in this company can do it.
She basically put herself in contention with the TBS title by stealing the...
Been there firsthand, seeing how pissed off Jade is of not...
Deb, you thought you were going to run roughshod all over the women's division. Exactly why the most violent storms are named after people.
Rose become the rightful TBS champion this Saturday. Right now, Tony Schiavone standing by into the ring.
And a lot of questions. With that in mind, here's the Ring of Honor.
Kind of a different,
just such an unstoppable force. But
absolutely, you see right here, there was an opportunity for the champion. He wanted it, and yada yada. And my friend Smoke
him in just a few moments, answering from that blind.
All right, Samoa Joe, needless to say, it was a shocker. Why all this went down?
Well, first and foremost, Tony Schiavone, it is a pleasure and an honor to hope our interactions go a little better tonight than they went with him.
I hope so.
What I did to Wardlow, that it was unexpected.
Fans mind?
To be a victim. Is it shocking to hear somebody state a shocking Tony Schiavone?
You put it that way, no.
No. To recognize the most dangerous man in the room. And for that mistake, because Tony Schiavone, I refuse to wait around and be a victim. The type of people who save them, I saved myself. And if you or anybody.
Congratulations, Joe, but you're a little pulse for the past several weeks. It kicked your ass, champ.
Where's in here? Come catch one.
Oh boy, here we go.
Power. Top. And the third. Wardlow.
Oh, where's he coming out? Where is Wardlow?
Now Wardlow raining down right hands.
But Pop beat up Wardlow.
Look at this.
Now Joe's beating up, but you're right, the whole locker room's trying to stop this mayhem before they ruin the whole.
They're taking over a dozen men to keep these
big men, big powerful guys.
Oh, Security and Dark Order. Not standing.
What the hell's going to happen here?
Wardlow over the top. Takes out the. Over between Powerhouse Hobbs, Samoa Joe, and the TNT. And still to come here tonight on Dynamite, we will hear AAF. But coming up next, the AEW World Championship is on the line.
And told me I don't have what it takes to be a star. But in those 3 years, I went from a nerd. In 3 years, I became a leader. Receives the credit. In 3 years, I weren't also handed, and that is an opportunity. I tell every fan in that arena says it with me when and no, I didn't wrestle in Jacksonville, Florida for over a year when the professional wrestling burning in the darkest of times, and that's an era that you fought addiction and won. I respect that you came back right now in this business. But this business is stand there. Belittle me, belittle my accomplishments, belittle my. I am the soul. I am the pulse of AE. This is my house.
World Trios for this interview, and now I know why.
Wow.
Yeah, a deeply personal story between Dr. Britt Baker, but right now we turn our attention to this match, and not only whose career, whose life was almost cut short, or back in action alongside his brother here tonight in his 8 years old.
It's great him back. Watch out, here are the champs.
Champion, the Bastard Pack, the Death Triangle.
It's a heck of an entrance, Taz, I can tell you.
Triangle, they are just phenomenal. They are an amazing trio base, hence why they have those beautiful trios championships.
But winning at any cost, and the Lucha Brothers, not a...
Of Penta and AR Fox getting the face of Phoenix. So the younger high-flying wrestlers of today, and trained a lot of them. A lot of full-time
veteran of the independent scene, now making his Dynamite here tonight. And speaker, the Footprint Center in Phoenix, Arizona, will be making our debut on March 3rd for a live Rampage, the historic Cow Palace.
For London 2023 for AEW.
And now Ray Phoenix. Phoenix goes over the top.
Guys, he wanted to get right back into it immediately.
You're right. Schiavone set the tone where he...
The bottom rope. Cazadora brings Darius up to his feet. The arm drag. Phoenix, Martin, and now Phoenix up to his feet. A stalemate here in the early goings.
Yeah, but trying to get his sea legs under him. Rough way to go.
And Penta El Cerro Miedo.
I mean, for wrestling fans worldwide, this two high-flying styles and that type of athleticism
Fenix have an incredible matchup just a few weeks ago on Dark, and now look.
Hard to explain how difficult that is if you've never been in a ring and done this for a living.
Done it for a living. Dante is an athlete of a completely different type.
I've been, as I said, a 15-year veteran, Shivani. He's been around the block. This is a big
debut on Dynamite. That's great.
15-year vet, just 15 miles from the town that Fox vaults over, lands on his feet, trying to get underneath the skin.
Real quick, but and now this is the thing. You don't want to deal with the
bypass, the leapfrog by Pac. Fox. Three-quarter looks the lariat attempt, and Fox avoids it as well. And Gary.
Can he finish it off? Can he go for something heavy here? And
Mid motion lands the cutter on Pac, and Pac retreats the outside. Fox vaults off the ring post and lands the moonsault. Fox returning Pac to the ring. Senton Atomico finds its mark.
Dance off a little bit.
I kid, just an open hit. Wow. Had no way to cover up at all.
Darius and Dante and AR Fox looking for maybe a triple team. Just launch Pac into the waiting cutter of AR Fox.
Pac sit out.
Yeah.
And the Lucha Brothers came in three-way drop kick.
This is a crazy, wild match, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Cazadora and the cover by picture. You don't want to miss a moment. As the AEW World Trios Championship hangs in the bench, sweeping out the leg of Pac, heads to the ropes and the running boot.
He looked
Darius, the brainbuster. The cover here, now the leg is hooked. But no, think about this though, guys. Sorry. That Darius Martin.
No doubt.
Right.
Tough year for him.
Yeah. And it's great to see him. Martin goes over the top. Pac pulled up short on Ray Fenix and plants Ray Fenix.
This is wild. This is to be expected, right? The titles are on the line. This is
now Darius Martin inside the ring, through the ropes.
Death Triangle's in trouble, guys. Their titles are in grave danger here.
Out the champion single-handedly.
That was
like off the high dive board. He tucked.
And Fox by Fox. Oh man! Splash! We've got new champ.
Can't believe this.
And no!
That saved him. The only thing.
And Top Flight sent into the ropes. Comes back the heel kick. AR Fox gets dropped by the Fear Effect. Hoping to the outside. He wiped out Top Flight.
Yeah, Top Flight's
on the top rope. 2, 3, the champions.
Guys, what a match.
Death Triangle successfully defends. Tremendous credit to Top Flight and AR Fox.
Yes, and take those 3 beautiful championships.
Your question. Do you think that we're not aware of what's going on? Rumors. Well, what we'll say is they who think they can make their triumphant return. And if they think they can just well, that's ridiculous. I'll make it very, very simple for you. Gentlemen, we are. And if you want some this Saturday, then please, you understand? And you know what? Finally! AEW Full Gear Death Trials. But we've been waiting for you.
Oh, buddy! Here this Saturday night. It's going to be amazing. Well, last week, Starks had this to say.
Help! Help!
Cleared last week because of an attack, and that's cool. You love to attack people. Hey, start back. Let's start with me wrapping my hands around your braids. And why? Because I don't talk in ifs, ands, or maybes. I'm going to beat you.
This Friday.
This is a semi-final match in the AEW World Championship. Eliminated.
Go in the page, gents. Tonight, I'm walking through Bandito, #1 contender, and I don't care if it's Marks the Champ.
Out, Bandito. Debut as a part of All Elite Wrestling's Friday night at Rampage with an now here tonight. Bandito, if he's able to get past All Ego Ethan Page.
Past Friday, as you said, Bandito was impressive. I look at Ethan Page. I should say.
Well, we still have Brian Cage in the tournament, as we know.
And that's on Lance Archer. I mean, that attack that he did to Starks, as we saw.
Partner of AEW, and tonight anyone can play free for $25,000 in DraftKings. AEW mentioned, or as you gentlemen just mentioned, Ricky Starks, Lance Archer, the match. And now Bandito breaks the grip.
Yeah, you know, Ethan Page is locked in. And he understands he's locked in. I'm not saying Bandito's not, but I give the edge a little bit here. No
advance. And Page went into that match carrying a little bit more weight as and over the last 7 days, Ethan Page shedding a lot of weight. Ego here.
Smart by all Ego.
Yeah, the guy knows what the guy's
strength.
Yeah, that's a lot of strength. I just pop off a suplex like that, put him down and counter it. But hey, easier said than
grab the boot of Bandito as Ethan Page, the blind tournament semifinal round match. Bandito and all got caught in the corner twice, and Bandito kicked the buckle right to his face. To the floor, rough landing on the outside for all Ego. And now
he's gonna soar, guys. He's gonna fly.
Which could be a mistake, man.
He's on the top of
to the floor.
Connected with these knees in the upper body.
You don't often see a man go off the, look at this, off the top of the ring.
The huge tornado. He's wiped out Page.
He's gonna get it. You know, signed as a free agent. Just imagine coming in here and
Bandito comes back. Page had it scouted. He grabbed onto that middle rope. Cover 2, and no, Bandito still alive.
Great counter move by Ethan.
Ethan Page, sub-polished pro.
Yeah, man.
This Ego's edge. We've seen this happen to Eddie
Bandito in the corner.
Oh God, that was awesome.
Tremendous counter by Bandito. And now he heads up to the top. Bandito, he frog splash right on the target. 2, and
back towards the late great Eddie Guerrero there.
And of winning this Eliminator tournament, go up in smoke right there. Up to the top again. Could be looking for the tornado.
Oh, too much. That knee.
Yeah, you saw Bandito clutching at that knee.
We've seen a lot of spectacular moves by Bandito, but give Ethan Page a lot of credit.
Right now, Bandito looking for a knockout shot.
It just chucked him with a body slam.
Body slam off the ropes. Bandito sent Bandito for a loop, and now the Egos and 3. Ego Ethan Page 1 step closer to gear. Jack Perry, Luchasaurus, cage match.
There's been so many different outside factors with these two.
We're done with you, Jack. We were moved to champion your nose in and cost us that match.
The winner.
It's obvious to me, Jack, that you're not going to go away no matter
what. Inside of that steel cage after 15 years. And the other one is a man. It's time to find out who's who.
Steel cage, Jungle Boy, Jack Perry, and Lucha Rhea this Saturday at Full Gear. And
Rhea, we are days away from AEW Full Gear, which medically cleared for in-ring competition. How are you feeling right now?
I feel fantastic. It would never happen in my lifetime, so I'm very got an opportunity to be here. I want to be here. I chose to be here anymore. I'll see you this Saturday at Full Gear.
We'll hear from them tonight, but coming up next, the AEW Interim Women's World.
There with a living legend in Jun Akiyama and up and rise.
Japanese legend, Starness, Jun Akiyama.
May 1st, and I said to myself, I want to fight Jun Akiyama. Akiyama-san, no disrespect, but I'm going to come at you with the greatest fight I've ever.
What a huge match for Rampage this Friday night. Tees and Kingston versus Akiyama and Takeshita.
This Friday on Rampage.
Making her way to the ring from Brunswick, Georgia, Anna.
Biggest moment of his career, which has already been a very, very great.
Akiyama and the 4 pillars, the predecessors of Jun
Akiyama. From Gold Coast, Australia, Toni Storm.
Toni Storm, Full Gear, but tonight, Shivani, maybe a bit of a trap match.
She is a part of the Jericho Appreciation Society, which means she...
Why would you just assume that Anna's going to cheat to... I don't think you should have said that, Shivani. I really don't. Well, I'm sorry.
She will be the first challenger after Full Gear for Toni.
Big moment, big chance for Anna Jay.
Absolutely. It definitely is.
You saw the graphic 8 straight wins. And 13-1.
Now shoulder tackle by Toni Storm. And now Toni back towards the ropes.
Yeah, definitely stopped that in the tracks. Toni Storm,
Full Gear. There may be none more personal than Toni Storm and championship this Saturday night. But right now, Anna Jay.
Yeah, Excalibur, you made a good call. They were roommates during the pandemic.
Battling it out here live on Dynamite ahead of section. Anna Jay, if she wins this match, will receive the first shot.
Because she's going to get the fire coming up on Saturday.
Yeah, she blocks going into this Saturday against Hayter.
Toni Storm now with the Fisherman bust. There's no Fisherman super.
Cradle. Very tough to do while in mid-suplex.
Seen her use that over the last few weeks, and Anna Jay.
I knew that she got out of
Sweet Cheeks music, buddy.
What the?
Royalty. But now Toni Storm goes hard into the outside.
All right, it's on the hook here. I mean, if she loses,
world champion will have to face Anna Jay in their first. Toni Storm able to kick out.
Barely.
So close.
Anna didn't neutral
her part, but Anna's won 88 from matches this year. She's 29
attempted. Toni Storm had it scouted, counters out of it.
Well, she screamed at her.
Toni Storm. She's already landed one hip at Toni Storm. Now the Texas Cloverleaf steps out.
That's nasty hold.
Here is your winner, the AEW Interim Women.
And Toni Storm retains the momentum. She will face Bimmon striding down the ramp.
Absolutely fearless. She just power walked right to the ring. Well, you know, these
leave the Prudential Center as the AEW Hater. We will fight this Saturday night. And Shivani next year. But before we get there, the final stop to Full Gear Friday on Rampage. And this match, it is a championship. Plus, Athena and Madison Rayne collide. The Lance Archer and this dream tag team match. Eddie Kingston and Ortiz following Rampage this Friday night. The countdown to Full Gear. Don't pay-per-view, Bleacher Report, Fight TV internationally. The AEW World Championship match. Swerve and Argoli, who will leave Newark as the AEW World Tag Team Champions. Plus the Ring of Honor World Championship 4-way match. Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, Brian's on the line as she goes one-on-one with Nyla Rose. And it's official. Darby MD and Saraya. Saraya's return to in-ring action. And Powerhouse Hobbs. Plus the steel cage match between Jungle Boy Jack Perry. World Championship this Saturday night at Full Gear. But coming up next here, their AEW World Championship match at Full Gear. Rampage, or will it be FTW Friday for Hook or Lee?
Ladies and gentlemen,
of this man, Jon Moxley, just days before.
You got to look at someone like MJF as a legitimate but talented. He has a lot of big match experience for someone 26.
Approaches every match the same way. He's his own man. He says, I'm going to.
That's why this man's the champion. That's why Moxley's been so
synonymous with the AEW World Championship Saturday night and the main event of Full Gear.
Double or nothing. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Like it was yesterday.
And a champion, as you said, since that time.
Jon Mox, what exactly the champion is thinking right now.
World champion makes the championship. So who exactly is Jon, professional wrestler on planet Earth? I have traveled the world far and wide seeking the AEW World Championship. Actually, he loves to fight like it's a good thing, like it's something to... I am literally sick in the head. I am addicted. Opponent and being in wars and being in firefights, I love it, man. Like, I literally don't care. That is the week I asked the question, who exactly is? And I am the world champion, so I scout my things. I found out that MJF is actually a really good, exactly one win in this ring in the last 6 months. Embarrassing bad Brian Pillman act stuff in the worst ending to a ladder match I've ever seen. Championship, that's what we came to. If I'm not exactly shaken in my boots, let's just see this perfectly curated version. Preparity, a kid playing wrestler. Gear, you're gonna see the world champion do what he does. MJF, I'm challenging you to show me something. Show me. Everybody thinks you're gonna be the future of this industry.
Out. Oh wait, look at Lee Moriarty, blindside shot, and
the Firm, Firm attacking heavily here.
The poker chip to challenge for the AEW World Championship. This time we saw him. He was laid out by the Firm, and now he's laying it down. Now MJF inside the ring. Morrissey, he kicked his partner. And a low blow for Ethan Page. And
MJF just cleared the field.
I get the hell out of Connecticut before I firmly take my boot. You did not save your ass because I like you, John. No. When I knock your lights clean out, no doubt. I got in this business. My ultimate goal was to become the best center. I'm in for the fight of my life. You're one double tough band. You see, this time, you can dump and pop every single ligament, joint, and bone in my body. I need food, and more than I need oxygen. That makes you the best wrestler on God's green earth. And now I heard you, classic. John, maybe I haven't been listening very well, so allow me. Convincing the world he doesn't exist, and himself, because my name is Max.
I never really saw what the big deal is with you anyway. If you got it in here, if you can't find it in yourself, this Sunday, show on